Why giving yourself some more time to reflect? Reflect on remembering your purpose, living your purpose, and funding your purpose. In other words, how do you really get out in the world and make things happen and allow things to happen, allow things to come into your existence, and wonder again what it's like to see synchronicity let his do its thing for you. So right now I'm quite local, Richmond Park, southwest London, deer park. So I'm basically a bit surrounded by deers, so they're not really that wild like you're going to find them in the wilderness, but still it's pretty cool. Anyway, reflection time, giving yourself some time to reflect. You see, no matter what it is that you do, whether you live in the old traditional world, so you have a bit more social interaction with people, or you live already much more in the digital world, whether you have some sort of social media marketing brand, you're working on an online business, or you're working already trading cryptocurrencies, whatever it is. So lots of us, we are spending loads amount of time indoors, behind computers. And for some that works just fine. You know, maybe you have already seen my last video about living with hunter genes in a farmer society. And what I mean with farmers are not really literally the farmers who, looking after lands, but the farmers who are looking over procedures to optimize and to analyze and wait patiently for them to make things happen. The hunters are, of course, the people who are getting out in the world, exploring new things, who are more the creatives, the entrepreneurs, who constantly need to be on the move, who are a bit like these sensation seekers, constantly looking for new kind of experiences, new kind of environments. So you could be, a bit like me, have an interest in, let's say, nature, landscape photography, where you open up your senses, connect with your environments, and look for something that you could capture. Now, unfortunately, that's not really the case for many people, because most of us, we're sitting indoors behind computer screens, and that's our way to participate in this world, this new world we live in, this digital world. So technology has already become a major part of our lives, and which is great, of course, because it contains huge amount of leverage, and that's really where today's money is being earned and being made. Because no matter what it is that you want to receive, if you want to receive, you always have to give something. You have to give something away from yourself in order to receive, because let's face it, everybody is like an ego walking around on this planet, perceiving like he or she is the center of his own universe. Everybody is concerned about his own agenda, his own needs for survival. So we're just, most of the time, just way too concerned about our own needs for survival. That's what we do. We live in this kind of state of consciousness. So if you want to receive something, you always have to find the needs of someone else to meet them. So you always have to give something away from yourself. Give. But what if that you are giving, it feels like you're something depleting. You give something, but it feels like you're really giving something away from yourself, that because it costs so much energy from you, or so much time, if you're still trading time for income, it costs you so much in order to receive just a little bit. If that is the case, then you definitely know you need to go and get out there and give yourself some more time to reflect in order to recharge. And for many intuitive sensitive, that's unfortunately the case, because we haven't really quite figured out our true gifts, our true purpose in life. And then we're giving something that really that costs us more than it's actually giving us. So the whole game of reflection time is learning to align yourself with your inner self, so that what you're giving is indeed a gift from yourself you would like to share with the world. And by giving that thing alone away, it's already giving you satisfaction in this very moment, in this very present moment. If that is the case, then you know you have aligned yourself with your purpose. You have aligned yourself with your true nature, with your true authentic self. Because many of us, we don't give from a very authentic way. We give because of a condition, because of an expectation. We need something in return. And then we're constantly having to face this battle of our ego. And that is simply draining the heck out of our energy system. So that's why reflection time. Give yourself some time to reflect. It's here for you to give you little reminders that can help you on this journey of aligning yourself with your true authentic self, is to remember your true unique gifts that you would like to share with the world in the most authentic way. Meaning, in the way you share it, it actually gives you energy by just simply sharing it without expecting anything return. So what you do, you give unconditionally. And when you give unconditionally, you truly give from the heart. And eventually that is really our nature. That's really how we are raising our standards, how we are raising our vibrational frequency. Give from the heart. And that's eventually where all of us have to grow into. That's where we need to be. And we are not there quite yet. So that's why I love to share this type of videos. Because what I'm doing, getting out in nature, doing this kind of creative work, that's for me my way of self-acquisition. That's for me my way of archiving all my memories. That's for me my way of archiving my inner library of all my thoughts. That's how I create order in my own chaotic mind, in my own hyperactive mind. And that's my way of grounding myself in this very present moment. Now, as soon as I get back to my home, to my computer, then of course I also get back into my own logical thinking, like what is this going to do for me, and what is going to do that, how many views I'm going to get, oh not so much, so what's the freaking point of doing all of this? And then I will go again in my own lower states and survival states, looking for other ways to generate income, and more and faster and quicker. And then I also lose track of staying committed and dedicated of me doing this kind of work. However, as I just mentioned, we can also see synchronicity start to work. So right now I am sharing this, and maybe 20, 30, 50 people are watching this, and in my mind is like, how am I supposed to generate an income from that? But because I am, let's say, in service of the universe, because what I'm doing is raising my own vibrational frequency, that's the service that I'm providing, doing this for myself. And because I'm doing this, somewhere else down the line, I am, let's say, growing my vibrational escrow. I'm growing my vibrational bank accounts. So because I'm serving the universe, which right now is not giving me anything right now in return in this very moment. However, down the line, I do something else that I think I must do, and then through a magical way, something else is coming back to me. That is perhaps not coming from you directly into my existence. And most of us, our way of thinking is not programs like that, because our way of thinking, it basically works like a microwave. We want to press the button, and within a matter of minutes we want to get something out of it. That's just really how our survival brain is conditioned, our needs for survival. So most of us, we go out, we venture in the world, we talk to someone, and at the moment we talk to someone, we already have a goal in mind, like I want to get to this end goal, which is an end result of, let's say, a financial reward. And then we are constantly in these power struggle battles that we are constantly fighting, which is actually very depleting for our, energy system, because we are kind of like blocking out our own heart chakra. So it is really like, hey, how can we start to learn and recognize that what we must do, we must serve the universe in a sense of giving that what really energizes us in this very moment. And the more we do that, then somewhere else down the line something returns back to us. This is really growing your consciousness beyond our own primitive needs for survival, which is a very challenging thing to do, because we are not designed that way, because we live in this lower state. So if any of this really interests you, then make sure to subscribe to this channel, as I will be sharing more insights and more knowledge and more wisdom regarding this topic, and little reminders that can help you to remember your own purpose in life, start living it, and then finding ways to finance or fund it. If you really want to learn more about these last things, then make sure that you subscribe to my email as well, so I can share you some ideas and information about that as well. And then let's see how we can start working together. Alright, Jean-Paul here. Take care for now. Bye bye.